Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Pistons. A guy who does all the little things and plenty of the big ones, too. Josh Hart bringing the energy as they get fired up to take on the Clippers. Pistons, Clippers, tip-off coming right up. Well, we can finally sit and for a look at how the competition stacks up. Right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Pistons. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. It's why they're leading this division.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The monster out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's White in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Clippers, Nesmith is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Oubre in at the 3. 4 on the clock. Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There's great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And White kicks to Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Allen, a screen on White. Inside, and it's Allen slamming it down.
You know, because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
Hart outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The monster passes to Vanderbilt. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Pistons. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Allen surveying the D. Outside, SGA. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And White kicks to Cunningham. Over Giddey. Cunningham's shot is off.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Clippers third.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Looking for the first basket of the game. Vanderbilt kicks to Hart. Cunningham for three. Rebounded by Allen.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Oubre against Hart. To the middle. Here's the monster. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Here's Cunningham. He has yet to score. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Driving in. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. The Clippers grab the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clark, this Clippers organization putting a premium on stability and continuity this season.
I really believe, Kevin, they're comfortable with the talent they have on the roster. Some aging veterans, but they're capable and still producing, and that should keep them in the playoff now.
And Giddey gets it to go.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Hart. Hasn't made one yet. And he banks in the layup.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
Here's Neesmith. Allen passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The news about New Orleans today, as the Pelicans front office is making early season changes. They want to take their backcourt to the next level and thought Kyrie Irving was the perfect man for the job. I've been told it was Kyrie's incredible ball handling skills, finishing ability, and championship pedigree that made him a must-get for this organization. It'll be very exciting to see how he elevates this offense.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us.
For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, coming off a terrific season. First in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Los Angeles on D. 10-point lead. Vanderbilt finds White. Back to Vanderbilt. Here's the monster, defended by Allen. The monster, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. It's Allen, top of the key. Here's Giddey. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's White. White, a screen on Oubre. Hart against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hart, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Good. Nice job down low. Giddey's got 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's the monster. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Hart, no good.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Hart against Giddey. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Hart. Will it go? And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Hart is a team-first guy. Does a little bit of everything and loves to set up his teammates.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Then for the Pistons, Love's check in for Vanderbilt. And Wells is subbed in for Hart. Los Angeles leading by 14. Clark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day 1 of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
Here's Dub. Pass to Whitmore. Toppin sets a screen for Whitmore.
And say whatever you want about Love's defense, but he's not going to be short on hustle. Getting out and getting a hand up.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's Whitmore. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's the monster. The kick out to Cunningham. Shoots. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
About time he got one to fall there before that 6 straight misses to start this one.
Dosunmu, the pass to Dub, takes the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
It's good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. As Pass to Wells. White with it. Now defended by Whitmore. And White kicks to Cunningham. And the three off target.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already with his second foul, the coach has a decision to make here.
A different look here for Detroit. Adams, he's checked in for the Monster. Bogdanovich comes in for Derek White. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now Whitmore. No scoring in this one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Toppin. Yep, that one goes. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
First one falls for him.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Dub. With 4 seconds on the clock. That shot off. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Clippers lead by 11. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the floor for Detroit, Kevin Love out there with Jalen Wells. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. A free throw drops for Suggs. An unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game is taking the biggest jump.
Both free throws good from Suggs. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Noah Hassan.
Pistons trail by 9. Wells dishes to Suggs. Adams the pass to Suggs. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough, Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, chums. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
He had passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Here's Suggs after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Suggs kicks to Wells. Shot clock at 6. And here's Love for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
No coverage, that's it. Stubbs got his second basket of the night.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Suggs up top. Neesmith covering, and it's good for 2.
Boy, I like Suggs knocking down that mid-range jump shot. That's what the defense gave him. Make him pay for it.
Pass to Neesmith. Now here's Wells, covered by Oubre. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 9 points. Here's Dub. He's covered by Suggs. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Giddey's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Vanderbilt's checked in for Steven Adams. Josh Hart comes in for Kevin Love. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Mitchell. Now here's Giddey. 8 points for him. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Neesmith. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Wells passes to Hart. From the stripe. And it's Suggs missing. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. SGA finds Giddey. The end of the drought. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got assist number 5 here tonight. Hart outside. Suggs passes to Wells. And here's Cunningham. No good from outside.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Pistons trailed by 9. Pass to Wells. This one for 3. No good that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Oubre can't get it to go. Detroit's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now Cunningham. Hart kicks to Suggs. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey. Clippers leading by 9. Allen outside. Pass to Neesmith. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Now, here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. It's rebounded by Giddey. Pass to SGA. Baseline try. Good on the shot. SGA's got 17.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cunningham kicks to Suggs. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
No thanks. All right, let's see it. Keep on dancing.
Substitution here for the Clippers. Larry Nance is checked in for Jared Allen. Toppin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Dosunmu in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Monsters checked in for the Pistons. White comes in for Jalen Suggs. Here's Hart. Over Whitmore. White, wide open. He fires. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Clock at 6. Cunningham for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 12. The Clippers need to get off a shot. They get it back, and then slams it in.
And it's in Larry Nance Jr.'s blood. Remember, his dad, Larry Sr., won the first ever dunk contest.
Cunningham on the wing. Giddey defending. Cunningham's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Dosunmu's shot is off. And so White will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game. Vanderbilt finds Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Cam Whitmore. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
It's good from Cunningham.
And you got to love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
Dubs check in for Josh Giddey. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
White dishes to Cunningham. The monster passes to Cunningham. Here's White. Offensive rebound. Here's Vanderbilt. That one at 10. Here is Cunningham. He has 7. All right. I'm just getting this my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. The news about New Orleans today, as the Pelicans front office is making early season changes. They want to take their backcourt to the next level and thought Kyrie Irving is the perfect man for the job. I've been told it was Kyrie's incredible ball handling skills, finishing ability, and championship pedigree that made him a must-get for this organization. It'll be very exciting to see how he elevates this offense.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Jared Vanderbilt. Derek White is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's the monster in at the center, locking down the middle. It's stolen by White. From 11 feet away, the Clippers grab the miss. At one point, they led by 16. And it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back over to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Pistons trailed by 6. Hart with it. Pass to Vanderbilt. Count that bucket. Vanderbilt's got his first bucket of the night.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Detroit substitution. Number 12, Steven Adams.
Cunningham outside. Pass to White. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Clippers on top, up 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. No one said it would be easy, but they got the deal done. Guys, give me your highest impact acquisition out of this bunch.
Well, they snagged an elite talent in Kyrie Irving, no question about that. This dude might be the best ball handler we've ever seen. Great at finishing in traffic, and he's a solid three-point shooter.
Shifting focus, how about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Kelly Oubre. Neesmith is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Allen. Allen, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Giddey. 6 to shoot. Here's SGA. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Cunningham. And here's White. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for L.A. At one point, they led by 16. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Giddey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. White dishes to Cunningham. And White kicks to Cunningham. The Pistons working the ball around now. Hart, no good. The Clippers leading. Pass to Giddey. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Now, here's Neesmith. Allen passes to Oubre. Over Hart. And the Clippers miss again.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
White with it. Defended by Giddey. Here's Vanderbilt. Back to White. Pass to Cunningham. For the lead. It's rebounded by Giddey.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
Hart. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Giddey. 14 points for him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from 11 feet.
Just 1 bucket and 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
Hart the pass to White. Now Cunningham. There's the pick for the tie. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Now here's Giddey. His 3-pointers off the mark. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 1 on the basket from the Monster. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Love check in for Vanderbilt. Wells comes in for White, and it's Suggs in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Neesmith. Still yet to score. Pass to SGA. Oubre on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Locked up there for Allen. Now Wells to the middle. Here's the monster. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
It's stolen by SGA. Here's Oubre. Rebound by the Pistons. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hart the pass to the monster. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Oubre. Neesmith finds Allen. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Jalen Suggs. Last season's performance for him. He was around 16 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. You can't understate his impact on the backboard.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
Dubs check in for Josh Giddey. Outside, Suggs. Love dishes to Wells. Suggs passes to Hart. Wells sets the pick for Hart. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down from distance.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. And here is Suggs after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. It's a pick by Love. Suggs passes to Wells. The Pistons working the ball around now. Hart kicks to Suggs. Nailed from three-point land. Suggs has got 8 points.
Suggs clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Here's Wells. Pass to the monster. And here is Hart. Suggs looking around. Here's the monster, and he goes in for the dunk.
Great read by Suggs, dishing the rock in the two-man game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Allen outside. Here's Tubb, rebounded by the Pistons. Lamonce's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
To the paint, it's tipped. Stolen by Allen. Here's Tubb. Lays it in off the breakaway. He's got 10. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Here's Wells after the Clippers pick up 2. And another turnover here by Detroit. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Clippers.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For a different look here. Larry Nance is checked in for Allen. Toppin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Whitmore, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Dosumu in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a switcher also for Detroit. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Clippers leading by 4. And here is Dosumu. Scoreless thus far. He's off on that one. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered closely. Here's Wells. Nance with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Toppin throws it down.
So quick off the floor, Obi Toppin.
And the Pistons with possession here. Adams outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Chicago Bulls. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against Miami, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
White, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Here's Toppin. Rebounded by the Pistons.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
Pass to White. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
And the Clippers miss again. Pistons trail by 4. Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
On the wing, Dosumu. White covering. Nance sets a screen for Toppin. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That one good for 2. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long.
Here's Dub. 10 points for him. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's White. He's got 18. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Suggs has got 6 points in the quarter.
You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every 3 that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
Here's Dosumu. They lead by 1. Suggs passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
6-second difference between shot and game play. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Nance, no good on the free throw.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Derek White. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Suggs in at the 2 spot. The Pistons leading. Now here's Vanderbilt. Outside White. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham for 3. And Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. Shades over Adams. Lock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander. White with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Down low, deflects the pass. Cunningham against Giddey. Here's the teardrop. It's good.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Outside, Suggs. It's stolen by SGA. He finishes at the other end. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Back to Cunningham. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great fourth quarter. He's giving up 2 points. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Toppin. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hart's checked in. On defense, Detroit. It's a 1-point game. Allen with the screen for SGA. Back to Allen. It's good.
Well, I think you just got to tip your hat to Allen. I mean, when he's hitting that, just say good shot.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Suggs up top. Giddey defending. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
You know, one thing about Jalen Suggs, he takes a ton of pride in his defense. I mean, he's shut down some really good scores in this league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Suggs. Oubre's checked in for Los Angeles. The Monsters checked in for the Pistons. And so he hits both.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Giddey. Allen with the screen for Giddey. Offline with his three. The Pistons trailing. White looking around. Intercepted. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. Oubre kicks to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. The Monster with the rebound. The Monster's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hart finds White. They get a hand on it. Outside, Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. SGA on the wing. Suggs with some nice defense.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oubre against Suggs. Oubre passes to Nesmith. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Nesmith. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To stop the drought, SGA with the throwdown.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Here's Vanderbilt. Hart outside. Inside. Stolen by Allen. Now here's SGA in transition. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Suggs against Giddey. And it's Suggs missing. Clippers leading by 3. Giddey surveying the D. Tries from 10. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Monster's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
SGA kicks to Allen. Pass to Giddey. Fires the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
They're shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Giddey the pass to Oubre, and stolen by Hart. Here's White. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Hart kicks to Suggs. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. The Clippers trail. Giddey with it. Driving the lane. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And battling his way to the finish. Giddey really had to work on that one.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Objective for Josh Giddey.
Los Angeles, number 8, Brett, number 8.
Suggs passes to Hart. Back to Suggs. Inside. Pocket 6. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Suggs against Gilgeous Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but that's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And he knocks down the first one. There's no question, Clark, Tyronn Lue has been a stabilizing presence for this Clippers organization.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Ty Lue has fostered a really strong culture and has navigated some, testy, difficult situations, which is why he's already viewed as one of the best coaches in franchise history.
That one is no good.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
Now, Suggs, here's the monster, plays it up and banks it in. The Monster's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
SGA kicks to Allen. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. The Monsters over in the corner. White knocks down the 3-ball. And it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
Boy, White is a capable 3-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Oubre against Hart. It's Allen, 6 to shoot. He's off from 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
They set the pick. White fires. That one is off. Clippers trail by 3. Oubre with it. Hart covering. Misses the 3. Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Outside, White. Does not go in. LA's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous Alexander with a savvy move.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
And your cover, loud and proud, let's hear it for your Pitt Clippers.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Both free throws good from SGA.
There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Here's Suggs. 12-footer. Gets it.
Gigantic points there from Suggs. He knows how to bury the big one.
White against SGA. Oh, strong inside. Gilgeous Alexander.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Here's Suggs. Hard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Now Suggs. For 3. Oubre with the rebound. Now on a screen on Suggs. STA sinks the big jumper.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside, Suggs. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hart. The 3 is off.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. It's the first that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
He stepped up to the line and handled business that time. It's still a one-possession game, though.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
White, and down goes the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Josh Giddey is out there with SGA. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Aaron Nesmith. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. Giddey. Oh, the floater is good.
He's got some touch. Giddey delicate with that one.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 2. Here's Hart. Oubre hit the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Now Allen. Now Giddey jacks up a 3. White pulls it down. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's the monster, defended by Allen. Outside Vanderbilt. Pocket 6. Suggs. No good from 3. The Clippers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Outside SGA. Allen with the screen for SGA. And the shot will go down.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
White outside. Suggs with the screen for White. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 4. SGA looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. White pulls it down. Pistons trail by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Play through the contact and score.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Oubre. 6 to shoot. It's Allen. Launches it. Cleared away by Suggs.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
How hard? Here's the monster. Suggs outside. No luck that time on a shot that would have put him on top. Oh, it hurts. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander connects from the corner.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Giddey against Suggs. Hard outside. Now Suggs. And stolen by Giddey. Cleared away by Suggs. Pistons trailed by 5. back at 5. Now Hart. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
From long range, and it's blocked, and they recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Jalen Suggs.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons, number 17, Kay Cunningham.
And here is Gilgeous Alexander. Allen, a screen on White. And they go to the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. First 2 fouls.
It's a 5-point game. Now Oubre. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Cunningham against Giddey. Cunningham inside. Off the glass.
Yes, sir. Kay Cunningham embracing the role of the leader.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Josh Giddey taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. 23 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Now, here's Cunningham. Hart fires. Puts up a deep 3. Cleared away by SGA.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
So the Clippers with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel